So, Ronak, tell us more about yourself.
Hi Aditya. So I'm from NITK Computer Science. अरे रुको ये कौन सा क्वेश्चन हुआ? I am Ronak from NITK Computer Science BTech. So I started my internship at Walmart Labs Bangalore, which was held this year virtually from a month of April till the month of June.
Okay. So, Ronak, what was the procedure to apply for the internship?
So for like for my college, I applied for the internship through this on-campus procedure. After that, we had a coding test. Along with the coding question we had in it, we had some MCQs, which were also related to core CS subjects. Okay, and in after this coding test, almost 10 of the students were shortlisted. Those who qualified this test. This was further held by a technical round, and in that technical round, almost 6 students qualified. After that, we had one more HR round, and for that HR round, we can say that all of 6 of us were lucky. So we all made through this HR round, and we all got the internship offer.
Okay. So, Ronak, from which sources did you prepare for the internship?
So basically, there is not one particular source where a student should concentrate. But there are subjects which a student should concentrate. So for when you are applying for coding internships or like for software internships, you should always be very good at subjects like data structure and algorithms, and some core computer science subjects like operating system, and then computer networks, database management systems. So for me, I prepared for my data structure and algorithms through LeetCode, InterviewBit, and Geeks for Geeks. So for operating system, I would suggest people to watch these videos on KnowledgeGate. They are very informative and easy to understand, and then followed by, you can also study archive company questions from Geeks for Geeks, and also you can and for DBMS also you should can go through Geeks for Geeks or use any other tutorials.
So, Ronak, what is your opinion on how can an individual can clear the technical test, technical interview, and HR interview of the Walmart?
So for technical test, I would suggest everyone to be very good at coding, to have a very good knowledge of data structure and algorithms. After that, there is a technical interview. If you are able to clear the technical test, also there is one thing, Aditya. So for technical test only, there lot of people appears. You would have also seen that lot of people appears for the technical test. But after that only, the company shortlists the top 20 or the top 30 performance in the technical test. So technical tests are a bit difficult, which is followed by a technical interview. So in technical interview, what I would suggest is you should again be very good at data structure and algorithms in the core CS subjects, but some companies can also ask you puzzles related question or some mental ability based questions. So you should also keep on practicing those questions, which is followed by an HR interview. So for HR interview, I would suggest to have a smile on your face and to be very positively replying to the HR with whatever question he or she asks you.
Okay, moving on. Can you give some advice for your junior fellows?
Okay, so what I would suggest to the junior students is I'll continue year wise. So for first year students, I would suggest first year students to uh, to explore as many areas they can, to try hackathons, to try coding, to try new interest if they have any other than maybe CS subjects, followed by second year. So after this period of first year, students mainly know, now they have tried everything and they know what each thing is about. So when they are coming to second year, they should mainly concentrate on coding if they are applying for some software profile company. So as the students do coding, and coding is very must. As for all the software profile companies, they mainly focuses on the coding ability of the students and how good they are with subjects like data structure algorithms. So for second year, I would suggest they should focus on coding, and then again for third years, they should also, if you are applying for third year, like if you have to sit for placements in the fourth year, then again coding is a very must subject. And then also in mostly in for all the computer science or informational technology branches, they teach operating system in the classes only. So I would also suggest students to be attentive in those classes and to go through the lab also very nicely, because operating system is also a very important subject.
Okay. So moving on. So Ronak, which other branches are also eligible for the internships?
So for Walmart, if we are talking, I would be very company specific for this. For Walmart, from our college, computer science, information technology, and I'm not sure if electrical and electronics were also eligible. So, but from other colleges, if we are talking about IITs, they made it, so all the students were eligible for it, irrespective of the branch, irrespective of the 4-year degree course or the 5-year degree course or the PhD student. I had seen many students such like this while being interned with them.
Okay. So moving on. So in which profile you got the internship?
Okay. So for me, my profile was SDE as a software developer, and then I don't think there were many other profiles for interns. They while they give them the responsibility of an FTE, they segregate them. At that time, there is a profile for SDE, or data analytics profile is also given to the CSC people, or the software, or the people those who come for this software profile as an intern. And then for me, I would also suggest, I would also like to share what my project was. So I was in this team, last mile delivery team of Walmart. So this team helps in delivering the order from the Walmart to the customer. So we were creating an Android chatbot for the Walmart's drivers. So basically what they were doing right now, they were calling the support executive team present over Walmart to help them out. But now they can use a chatbot which is quite easy to use. And we were working on that, and we have used technology like Android and machine learning.
Okay. So Ronak, what were your day-to-day responsibilities during the internship?
So we had, they were not such day-to-day responsibilities, yeah, but we had to be attending it all the time. We have to be attentive during the working hours, because we could be called for a meet anytime. Anytime the mentor can come and interact with us. Other than that, we had weekly meetings. So we had meetings twice in a week, and in that meeting, we were supposed to present to our manager what work we have done in a week. So what was the end result? What were the conclusions we made? What is the product we have? We have to present him in a very systematic and a formal way. So we had presentations for it. So so my team was basically a team of two. So two interns, and followed by mentors and managers. So we always, at the end of the week, we presented our products as a presentation to the managers.
Okay. So moving on. So what did you expect before joining this internship from Walmart?
Okay, so if it's like, if what I heard in a pre-COVID situation from my seniors, I would suggest what I heard was a lot of fun, a 15-day stay in a luxurious hotel, a lot of, and I also read at many places that Walmart takes interns for trips during their internship. So once they took some intern to Coorg for trip. So we expected a lot of fun and free food and good food, and Then Bangalore is such a nice place, so we almost planned so much outings with our friends again and meeting our seniors also. But yeah, so with this COVID situation, we handled with the new normal work from home and weren't able to enjoy all that. But yeah,
So,
it was a great learning experience. We had learned a lot, even from home.
what was the reality?
So in we are talking in terms of reality, I would say we weren't able to go to have a good stay over there or hang out with friends. But yeah, we saved a lot of money because if we would have been there, we would have paid like thousand and thousand bucks for our staying, for PGs, and sometimes even for bad food. But here at home, we got all the comfort and all good facilities. Plus, the learning experience from home was much more nice. I would suggest that.
Okay. So, do you think if you had some other skills, then the internship would be more fruitful for you?
So, what I think, if we, I would suggest it to be in two parts. Like I would answer this question in two parts. So, technical skills and non-technical skills. So, for technical skills, I think if I had a little knowledge of machine learning, I would have been more my the performance efficiency would have been a bit more. And then is the soft skills. So as I told before, we have to give presentation at the end of every week. So I wasn't very good initially in giving presentations, but yeah, but I learned a lot, and by the end of the internship, uh, I became pro in this.
In the presentation thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, how was your experience with the Walmart? Overall experience.
Uh, the experience which I personally feel at Walmart was the great work culture they have. The people there were very approachable and they were so quick at responses. Anytime we had any queries, got it even from this virtual and such a difficult situation. We got our responses as soon as possible. They were always ready to help. They were very approachable, and even since I met somebody from another college and I had to work with him, but yet we managed as a very good team. They also, our manager and mentor also, they liked our project, so they asked us to participate in an internal hackathon which was being conducted for the employees of Walmart, as I think mostly. So they asked us to participate in that, and we were able to make till the finale. While I and my teammate were having no confidence on us, but yeah, they made us believe we could do it, and we were able to make it till then.
Okay. So, no, what are the do's and don'ts for the Walmart if someone wants to convert his or her internship into PPO?
Okay, so do's would be complete your work on time. Whatever deadline you get, it's not your college assignment that you sit on the very last day and complete. You have to do it in a very nice way. You have to show your interest in the work, that you really want to work for them. And also, I would suggest, if you are given some problem, just don't find a solution to that problem. Try to get an optimized solution for that problem, which would be the best, which would be cost effective, which would be time effective, which would be, say, your physical labor kind of effective, and which could be beneficial for all. And for don'ts, I would suggest, if your manager or mentor gives you some advice, just don't ignore that advice. Pay attention to it. Try to work on it. They mostly will tell you, suggest you something to improve your work on. Okay, this should be the don'ts that I think you should follow for Walmart.
Okay. So, Ronak, what are your suggestions for a tier 3 college student to crack the internship of Walmart?
For tier 3 student, I would suggest to maintain a good CGPA, to have good knowledge about the core subjects that are being taught in the CSE, and also to have a good knowledge of data structure and algorithm, and have a good coding profile, because all these are very beneficial. And for tier 3 college, if Walmart doesn't come to them directly to their college, they can apply through LinkedIn or some other. Even there is, for many companies, there is this career page. So
Right.
Walmart have a career page. You would have seen it. So you
Yes.
can go and apply over there also. There they also have a separate section for students. So that's very helpful. Even for any company, I would suggest you can go and apply over there.
Okay. So Ronak, one more question. Does CGPA matter?
Okay, so if you are very good at something, very good at something, then it might not matter. But if you are an average student, if you are not so good at all the things, I would suggest you should always keep your CGPA maintained. Even sometimes what happens, some companies come and they have a cutoff for their CGPAs. And students, those who might be too good but still can't sit for the companies, so you should always keep your CGPA maintained. And
What
plus, it
should
always shows how much you are dedicated towards your studies. Like for an interviewer, he doesn't know what your background is. So the things that reflects him is your marks. Correct?
so what should be the threshold? Like if your CGPA is below this, then it's a very thumbs up. It's a thumbs up.
Okay, so I would suggest for if we are talking about our college only, so for most of the companies, students are eligible if they are having CGPA more than 7. Okay, and but if it's very good if you are having CGPA more than 8, and it's always very nice if you are having CGPA above 9. So if you are having CGPA above 9, you have so many other opportunities also. You can go for research internship also. You are not just being aligned to the tech world. You can apply so at so many places. So yeah, if you are having CGPA below 7, then it's a little thing to worry about, and you should be concentrating more on your subjects also.
And for tier 3 student, CGPA
For tier
threshold.
3 students, I think they should maintain at least above 8, because uh, we know how it is for a tier 3 student. It is not always easy to get into the companies. They always have to be very good at some particular thing, or they have to be very smart in their curriculum, academic curriculum. So they should have good CGPA. I think 8 plus should work.
Okay. So any general advice you want to give to juniors from your 3 years of experience?
So for juniors, what I felt in the terms of technical perspective only, I said that you should from first year try as many things as you can. uh, Go for hackathons, Smart India Hackathon, Microsoft Code Kandu. Try everything. There is nobody is stopping you from learning, so you can learn as many things as you want. From second years, start paying a little bit attention toward coding, and for third years also have a very good knowledge about the subjects like code, data structure and algorithms, and DBMS, OS and OOPS. And from my personal experience, what I think, even if you are somewhere not able to make it, maybe you might not get internship at the end of your second year, you should not get disheartened. You can always try your level best, and you can try to improve and improve and improve. There is always a scope for everyone in this world. So yeah, and it can also be possible that your interest is not in a software company, then you want to go for MBA. So just try to identify yourself.
Okay. So on that note, I think we should wrap this interview. Thank you so much, Ronak, for joining us.
Thank you, Aditya.
And